Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to another non-PSO2 New Genesis video. Cause today, the video is mainly a update of the channel itself as we are entering into 2022 here. And at that point, 2 years roughly of doing a PSO2 content here on YouTube. And some things are changing this year. Do not worry. PSO2 and New Genesis not going anywhere. Do not worry. But there is a few things that is changing around here, and decided to give you guys a little bit of an update of everything that is happening. So first of all, I would like to thank honestly all of you dudes for being here. Since over the last 2 years, we have gained almost 2,000 followers here on YouTube, and that is fantastic as I hit my mic. So thank you all, every single one of you who have done it. And if you haven't already done it, make sure you do a thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells, and all that shenanigan for more normal MMO PSO content here. So, as for the channel this year concern is some stuff is happening. So to start off with, let's go ahead and discuss live streams that is happening, since I do stream here on YouTube as well as over on Twitch as well. Links in the description below if you want to watch over there. But the content itself has pretty much turned into me streaming pretty much every single day here on YouTube and Twitch, when originally we were mainly doing weekend streams beforehand, and then, well, New Genesis happened, and, you know, one thing lead to the next, and here we are streaming every single day. So, little update on that. Do not worry, the live streams are not ending for say at all. But coming into 2022, there was a lot of things which we will cover. I want to start focusing on for the channel to help the channel out in many different ways. And live streaming is one of the things that is fantastic to do, but with the way a PSO2 is right now, and as well as doing some other content, not exactly, doing ideally, let's be honest here, and how that is happening outside of like special events such as like the headline streams, or like when we get like a new giant expansion, which our net one as of now is, I want to say, around June-ish, when we get in our net region, and not counting little updates here and there that are going to be coming in the future. With that type of stuff, I am still going to be streaming pretty much however long it takes to complete said content or for the event itself. But outside of that, the live stream is going to start cutting back just a tiny bit here. So the plan is on Wednesday, starting at 7:15, I am going to be hopping into PSO, since PSO do go down for maintenance on Thursday, come back on Wednesday, and any when the updates are nothing too drastic. It is a reset day for a lot of content. So every Wednesday, I am going to be live at my normal time that we have been doing for the last almost a year at that point, of 7:15 p.m. Central, hopping into PSO on ship 1, doing our daily, weeklies, events, whatever might be happening inside PSO. But outside of that, the stream is going to be cut back to the point where we will have PSO on Wednesday, and then Saturday and Sunday is going to be what we did do pre-New Genesis, which was Weekend Fantasy, which, well, I played Fantasy on the weekend, if you can give it by the name, because I'm a good namer of a content here, if you can't tell. So that is going to be kind of coming back, because there is still content I want to do. I still want to check out, like, other MMOs, might it be other games that I am super excited to share or play with you guys, or just looking at certain content, such as the What Is series I've been slowly doing, as we have had downtime, of looking at some other games and roughly giving them a shot for, anywhere from like 3 to like 6 hours. So that is going to become the weekend stream. So Saturday and Sunday is going to be me playing new games or other games I want to share with you guys. And that will be, of course, starting at 3 p.m. Central. So this is going to be a little bit of an earlier stream, just so I can get into it and get, hopefully, a decent amount of time in with whatever I am showing up. So that will be a brand new content on Saturday and Sunday, and then Fantasy Star on Wednesday. And then every other day of the week, I'm going to take that opportunity to work on some other stuff for the channel and concern. Because as far as like the YouTube channel is concerned outside of live streaming, is once again, not a lot really changing here. There is a few things I do want to look into coming into, this year. Such as I do want to give Lost Ark a second try. I played the beta. It was a little funky, but then again, maybe it's just because of the beta, and I am kind of curious to see how that game's going to actually turn out in February. So there might be some Lost Ark content coming in a little bit here or there. I am really tempted on, honestly, just actually trying the Russian version, since outside of a handful of videos such as, new stuff, if I'm going to make content about a game, might it be, just example here, not saying that's how it's going to happen, but just an example, if it be like, oh, I do like 5 PSO video, or like 3 or 4, like Lost Ark video, I want to make sure I am, like, actually enjoying the game fully beyond just, giving information out, around launch. So I'm kind of tempted on trying the Russian version and just seeing. But nonetheless, I do want to give it a shot, so you might see 1 or 2 little Lost Ark video popping up here and there. Not committing to anything, because like I said, I don't want to commit to anything till I know if I truly enjoy it or not, because the last thing I want to do is put content out that is, not exactly passionate about, and I want to add something more to it than, just I get taking advantage of results, and if ideally I probably should be. But ideally, I don't want to do that if I can help it. I want to actually give opinions and how-to and stuff I actually care about, and the community I care about as a whole. So we will have to wait and see on that. But who knows? Maybe some Lost Ark stuff in the future. But outside of that, and maybe 1 or 2 like little one-off videos, such as the What It Gaming stuff for the live stream, where I will look at a new game for a few hours. Outside of that stuff, we're going to continue on with more PSO2 stuff, because New Genesis is finally starting to get some footing, and I am pretty excited for what to come of 2022 for the game itself. So if there any more how-to strategy guides, guides in general, gameplay stuff, and whatnot, coming for New Genesis into this year as well. But outside of like New Genesis MMO content is concerned, I do want to actually start doing a few other things, such as some game reviews. Since some of you guys might actually know, I used to do game reviewing as a career. I did it for roughly about 10 years, kind of got burnt out, had some bad experience. It was a whole bunch of nonsense. But nonetheless, I have took the last like 8 or so years off of doing that type of content, and mainly just streaming, Elite on Twitch anyway. But as we have seen, streaming in general is right now in 2022, streaming is no longer a main sense of like growth at all, Elite, when it comes to like Twitch streaming and YouTube streaming and whatnot. Not yet anyway. Hopefully that will change with YouTube this year, because I know there is a lot of cool things coming from YouTube as far as the live stream fate is concerned. But nonetheless, with that being said, I used to pretty much stream everything under the sun, and ended up like horribly getting burnt out from the whole reviewing side. Also ended up getting horribly burnt out because ad Twitch have grown over the last 10 years or so. Pretty much playing new games is not ideal. So because of that, there is a lot of games I just straight up miss. A lot of games that I would like to talk about or make videos about. And Elite, when I would, streaming that type of stuff, it was pretty much no-go, because let's be honest, nobody watch them live stream if you're not already, in the couple 100, 2,000, viewership. Not much came from that. So that also kind of lead into the burnout a little bit back in the day. But I'm finally to a point where I want to start getting back into that type of stuff. The elite reviewing side of stuff, because there is a lot of content I want to cover, and a lot of stuff, as I have learned over the last few years, especially with doing our live stream here with Fancy Talk, of content or material that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to game reviews and whatnot. And I feel like I can actually add something to that conversation now without being, horribly burned out from the past. So that will be coming back. But the thing is about that, Since the channel is mainly PSO2 and New Genesis MMO related, that stuff will probably not be here. I'm still debating. Let me know in the comment below if I need to put it on separate YouTube channel, because I do have like a YouTube channel for my old reviews that I did, like decade plus ago. So maybe we start that channel back up and start putting the new stuff there. Let me know in the comment below if that's something you are interested in, or if you do want to support it here, let me know. But as of now, the way I'm kind of leaning is, of course, we're doing like TikTok content being tied to game review stuff, since it don't seem like a lot of that content available on TikTok right now, and I do want to actually start putting some effort into TikTok, because let's be honest, as we all, I hope we all realize at that point, when you are growing a channel, it's kind of one of them cases of where you start in many places and just slowly try to migrate everybody over to whatever platform, you're trying to, put out there the most, which in the case would be, as of now, would be YouTube, because let's be totally honest, as far as like livelihood stuff, YouTube have done way better this year than Twitch or any of the other platforms I have taken part in. So obviously that will be, the connection here. But like I said, I'm not for sure if actually doing review here will be ideal. But TikTok is, mainly because with TikTok having at least 3 minutes, as well as being able to do some other short stuff, like little 1 minute review stuff on some lesser game. I kind of feel like that'd be nice to actually get back into the groove of thing, and also having the time limit is kind of nice, since I'm a firm believer greatness comes out of limitations. So that will also probably be also kind of fun, and also ideally hopefully won't take that much time, and I can get my opinions out there. So if you're interested in following me over on TikTok, link once again in the description below. If you're interested in that type of stuff, and I guess I will also put my other YouTube channel down below as well, if you do want to see the more longer version there. So our next discussion here outside of that is a court with YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts have pretty much done wonder right now, since YouTube is still fairly promoting them pretty highly. And then also being able to bring over, I call it TikTok or Instagram stuff into YouTube Shorts, as long as, they stay under a minute anyway. So I'm going to continue doing shorts. Shorts will probably continue being like, I get highlighted up, or just like little funny thing that just going to happen while we doing our streams on Wednesday and on the weekend. So bet that maybe a couple of little things here and there from TikTok coming over. Well, who knows? Like I said, if you guys enjoy like the minute reviews, maybe that will come over. And hope it don't glue the channel up. We can hope. But shorts, I'm still very interested in continuing with that, especially coming into this year, because honestly, pretty much since New Genesis came out, because I think we all know that the player base kind of been super hills and valley. Shorts have continued to be a very good way to get my content out there, at least on YouTube. So yeah, maybe a little more focusing on that just a little bit, or I shouldn't say focusing, more like I get figuring it out fully to make like a certain type of video or a certain type of content coming there. So yeah, shorts are not going to go anywhere as well. We're going to continue with that. And then of course our next thing we need to look up here is something I've been wanting to do, which I used to do back in the day. Which is technically going to be tied into our last part here. But the main thing here will be, of course, podcasting. Because I used to do a bi-weekly podcast back in my press days of doing like video game discussion type podcasts. And I want to bring it back in some way now. Because I do have some ideas of ways I want to, handle this and, actually get this out there. But the type of stuff is something I'm still coming down with certain details, exactly what I want it to be fully. But if you are a content creator, though, and you are interested in supporting with that, Mainly, ideally, I kind of the main thing for the podcast as a whole I would like to do is, of course, have the opportunity to talk to some content creators and, pretty much have just a way to just show off people in the community for PSO, New Genesis, YouTube, Twitch, whatever, like content creation or just fandoms as a whole, to show off individuals or play content around for people for, people that might not have the bigger eyes on them, or just like promotion stuff, which I want to help because I'm a firm believer of helping in any way possible. And also back when I did do podcast back in the day, every once in a while I did do like interview with different developers and stuff. And I actually really enjoy doing like interview stuff. And I would like to get back to that and actually, help the community with my skill set that I have there and my enjoyment for that. But like I said, more details on the podcast will be coming in the next few days as I pretty much get everything set in a stone here. And then our next thing to talk about here, which will, I guess, be something that will be a perk for some podcast user, is called my Patreon. My Patreon itself, over the last like year or so, is like I've been posting stuff over there, and nothing like fully supporting by any means, more just like a place for people to help out if they enjoy the content, as well as like a plate to solidate everything I am doing. And as we come into 2022, I do want to put more effort into that and make that a little more worth you guys while and start building out content for it as well. With that being said, though, everything that I will be posting over on Patreon, which is, of course, at patreon.com/Maconn. Once again, link in the description for this. Is content that is not exclusive, we'll say, because ideally I don't want to let everything or anything be technically exclusive. I still like the idea of Patreon being a place for collecting like all my content throughout, everything. So, YouTube, Twitch, Patreon stuff, TikTok, Instagram, so on and so on, to have a single plate for everything to be, as well as going into that, which will be the main push here, is by not locking content behind a paywall, which I don't want to do. I am going to be doing the normal thing that I know a lot of content creators do, of having content, be early there. So my plan as of now is podcast going to be early, and at for some other stuff. Let's just go ahead and let's just go down the list of my Patreon as a whole right now to explain some of the stuff I did, and some of the stuff you can look into here. So let's go ahead. Let's start off with the $1 tier. The $1 tier is you're gonna get your name listed in the credits, which you have seen me like call out pretty much every video almost, as well as being in the end card. So you will get your name listed there. You will get Patreon only content, which will be the only content that will probably be tied to Patreon. Will be like mainly like I get vlog style, like little update video type of stuff. That will probably be exclusive because outside of the select few people that I get want to see it, like that content will probably be more so for Patreon. That will probably be the only thing that will be behind the dollar tier, but like I said, I want to put it as low as humanly possible. But yeah, that will probably be a plate for, like I said, behind the scenes stuff, updates, who knows, maybe videos of Luna causing trouble. That type of stuff will be there. Also, you will get a role over on Discord, which will get you access to a few channels that are locked behind Patreon or like Twitch subs or YouTube membership type of stuff. But yeah, more just like a more smaller area for anyone that wants support to get a hold of me a lot easier than it can be sometimes, because sometimes life get crazy. So we'll have that. They also special room for people in the $1 tier, once again, and try to make it as cheap as possible here. And then we got our $3 tier. That one will be, of course, coming into 2022. Is, of course, going to have shout out from Luna at the end of the video. So this is going to be, actually calling you out by name. And, Luna, love calling you guys out. Could thank to you guys at $3 a month. You can feed a Luna, so she will be giving you guys call out at the end of the video. And then, of course, you're going to get everything previously at well in the $1 tier. And then getting into the $5 tier, this is where I'm going to be posting my game reviews. They will be a little earlier, so they will probably be like as soon as I get them done. They will probably go up here, so you guys can watch them as soon as humanly possible before I schedule them out to come out everywhere else. So that might be like a day or two in advance, depending on my schedule. But pretty much as soon as the video done editing, exporting, you will be able to watch it here if you're interested in game review stuff. As well as the edited podcast. So the podcast going to be, of course, edited. So if you want to listen to the podcast 3 days early and not have to wait for the release date, you can, of course, do that in it too as well. Also going to be doing a full live stream, a Let's Play. So this is going to be me taking all the streams I have done, especially like the non-PSO streams, and I will have a playlist saved that is going to be unlisted. So, it will be unlisted, but, like all my live stream will be listed at least on my page. But as far like watching like one single game in a playlist, you will get this here. So they will be unlisted playlists, so you can just go from beginning to end, full playthrough as you see fit. As well as everything from the last 2 tiers. And then getting into the $10 tier here, we have called the Unedited Podcast. So this is going to be pretty much unedited, just as is, because there will be stuff that will be cut out, mainly like pre-ramble, testing, that type of stuff. Maybe 1 or 2 topics that might go in some odd places, depending on if Sam is joining up for some of these. So you can get yourself the unedited version there. And because of that, the podcast will go up pretty much as soon as I'm done recording it. So it will be a week early there. So you can get yourself the unedited one a week early, the edited version 3 days before release. And then, of course, everybody can get it for free the day it comes out. And then at the $100 tier here, this is not one of them things that I'm expecting too much from. This is for the few people I know that want to support the channel at a higher amount. Just a option for you guys to do that. So to start off, for anyone that can be supporting me at that level, you're going to be getting yourself a promotion. So let's say, as an example here, you support at that point, and let's say you like an artist, or you make video games, or YouTube video, whatever it might be, as long as they're not 18 plus stuff, because don't want to get taken down by YouTube here. But if you make any content that not 18 plus, I will, of course, shout it out. So whatever project you working on, or your stream, or YouTube, whatever it might be, for that, pretty much every video, for as long as you're in that tier, you will, of course, be shouted out in the video. And also have links in the description to whatever you are working on as well. Also, I will make a pretty much private video to send to you as well as a thank you and support, all that jazz, since, give you guys some extra love there, as well as the merch. So ideally, this is the other thing, I guess, about this year I want to do. I want to get a merch shop set up. Originally, I wanted to do it when we hit roughly about 1,000 subs, but we hit 1,000 subs pretty much as soon as New Genesis came out, and it's been pretty much crazy while since then. I haven't had the time to do it, so this is another thing, switching my stream schedule around will hopefully give me more time to work on. So what they will do is, for everybody that joined on it tier, I will go ahead and send you a free short if you want it. Once again, I would need sizes, addresses, the whole 9 yards here. So if there's something you're interested in, be sure to let me know, and I will get it all set up for you. So as soon as I have more set up, will probably be in the next month or 2, you will be able to get that. And if you sign up before it become available, and you have to, cancel the Patreon or lower it down at all, do not worry, you will still get the merch no matter what. So that will be happening. And then, of course, you will unlock everything else from the previous tiers as well. So the last little thing about Patreon here, I have to say is, of course, our goals and what I'm hoping from this. So to start off with, I do have these set up. I got 3 of these totals, and these will be tied to certain amounts of money here because, got to pay the bills here, and also, the more here, the more time I can actually have to content creation wise. So first of all, I'll go here at $25. I will bump up to the plan here for review to do roughly 1 review a week, ideally. And if we can get up to 25, we would do 3 reviews a week. Since I know I can do it, that's not a problem. Because mainly, as I have learned over the years, if I'm doing the games offline and not streaming them, obviously you can get through the games a lot faster. And also, thanks to the power of Game Pass, we have a lot of stuff that would be fairly simple to review. So either way, still gonna be work. But if you want to help and have me review 3 games a week instead of just 1, just as a whole, everybody, pitching together here at 25, that will happen. At $75, I will go ahead and post a poll of all the games coming out within that month. So every month I will do a poll of all the games, and I will let you guys vote upon them. And then whatever game ends up winning the poll, I will go out, grab, and we will do a review on. So you guys get a pick when we review a month. And then at $100, at that point, we'll unlock the ability of me and Sam starting some other content here, which is, of course, looking at anime. Since I know a lot of anime people are in the community, kind of come to territory with, PSO. So at $100, I can actually recruit Sam into helping me. And we will be watching and reviewing some anime, and that stuff, more than likely, probably, we will have to wait and see here, but knowing how Japan is when it comes to, anime stuff, that might turn into one of the things that might end up being a Patreon exclusive, but if I do that, I will probably still make that a public post, so you do have to come to Patreon, and then you'll be able to watch it without having to worry about my channel getting taken down or any of my other failed channels I have. So yeah, that is pretty much the plan for Patreon for the year. Let me know in the description below if anything, or comment below, if there's anything you would like to see, change, add, opinions, feedback is always welcome here. And yeah, that pretty much as of now is the plan for 2022. More content, more types of content, without alienating any of the content we have always been doing. And hopefully there will be a year that I can bring more enjoyment to you guys, and hopefully as well, if you find the content great by any means at all, the best way to honestly support the channel, since I know a lot of people have asked what the best way to support the channel itself, and the best way is, of course, either by doing Patreon, or by watching my stuff here on YouTube, or joining the memberships here on YouTube as well. Just know the memberships on YouTube are the same as Patreon, so if you will support that way, don't worry, you will get the same type of content, so whichever platform you pick, if you do support the channel beyond watching the videos, you will be getting the same thing that way. I don't want to discriminate anybody from one platform to the next. I want to give everybody as much stuff as possible, as well as stuff that they don't feel like they're missing out on. So hopefully all that makes sense in that rambling statement here for 2022 and for the channel itself. And yeah, pretty much at the time of this video, if you've seen that video today, in the beginning of my new stream schedule, so I will be playing PSO2 New Genesis tonight here on YouTube and Twitch, and then after that, the coming weekend, we will start or play whatever, might be PSO, maybe Halo, maybe something else, who knows, whatever I'm up for will be happening on the weekend. That schedule starts today, so make sure to put the word on that one. And once again, if you want to help out on any of this stuff or any of the links you need, they will be in the description below. And yeah, that is pretty much the plan for the channel. hopefully have a good 2022. And hopefully I can continue bringing the content you guys like, love, appreciate, or just be straight up helpful as we go into technically the second half of a new Genesis, as well as the year as a whole, with a whole bunch of new MMO coming out. So with that will go ahead and do it for me. And if you haven't already, make sure to thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells, help out the channel. And just know, if you only can watch the video, do not feel like obligation at all or anything. Just know, watching my video, commenting, doing the thumbs up, all that stuff help out dramatically as well, and is totally free. And with that will go ahead and do it. So I will see you all in the comments.